It's like the hovering, floating VSC. Woo!
This is what happens when sticky notes stop sticking.
VSC. 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 What was that?
My knitting was deciding to not stay on the table. Welcome to the VSC, the most dangerous show of the week. It's a clean mask.
Oh, wait.
Bernie washed it last night.
I didn't set the table right. It's a clean mask. Hang on, you're all gonna move in a second.
Hang tight.
Ready?
No.
Should I move the other side?
Yeah, probably.
What is that?
We're moving. I don't know.
It's the Star Trek. Whoa! Whoa! Someone took this is neither here nor there, but someone took one of those scenes from Star Trek where they're getting shot up, and so they're like, whoa, and they put organ music to it, so it looks like Data's playing the organ up front because he's doing this on the board, and everyone's like, woo. It's, if you're a Trekkie, it's funny. Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The VSC edition.
Yes, I love this little sticky I made, but it has no sticky left in it, so I was hoping.
We have issues this morning. Technical issues.
This morning?
Technical issues.
Sure. I think now that I moved that side in, that side's weird.
You need to go move it.
I think I'll be okay. Maybe not.
Will you?
No, but I'm gonna muddle through.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. How can I be stuck on only one bun today? Hang on. There we go. I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in sunny and very chilly and very windy, and my fingers are still getting feeling back, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
Were you nodding because it's cold?
Oh my gosh, got in the car and it said 26 and I start driving and then it says 25 and my fingers are like, what is this? Because I don't think it's been this cold.
This is not the time to be vain and be like, my hair is in a bun and it's working, and so I'm not going to put on a hat. That wasn't smart of me.
You didn't wear a hat.
I didn't wear a hat into work today. I wore my winter coat and my gloves. And I still had no feeling left in my fingers because they're store-bought gloves and not homemade gloves. Yeah. But I'm looking at all the hats behind the camera and thinking,
I have a hat to
I may have to wear one of those home, at least, if not during the day, if any customers need help outside.
It's supposed to warm up a little very soon.
Is it? I'll believe it when I see it. It is. My watch is saying it's 25 degrees outside right now. Oh, look, there's a text from you.
Yeah.
Leaving the house. You're here now.
I'm here now. I was
Funny how
even in
that
the
happens.
house when I sent the text.
Somehow I missed that.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the VSC, which is the virtual shopping channel, which is the day when we sell you stuff. We offer you discounts on stuff. So let's offer you discounts on some stuff. No, we were talking about what to do today, and we're gonna talk about some stuff that's already up on the website that we've added a couple new colors of, and I might try to revamp some pictures of. And then we're going to talk about something that's not on the website yet. Waggle, waggle, waggle. That I've been meaning to get up on the website for months now, which means our stock is really random, as it always is. Because A, pandemic, and B, that's the life of yarn. The idea that we're a magic box that has inventory of everything. Sorry to disappoint. We try. So we're actually going to put our, this is still our most expensive yarn in the shop, isn't it?
Per ball.
Per ball, not per like unit of measurement.
This is the most expensive yarn in the shop. However, per 100 grams,
It's not.
It's not.
No. but it's still, people get a little bit of sticker shock when they see this, but you got to think about the value, how much you're getting. And this week, because it is a product of the week and we're talking about it today, you will be able to get 15% off once I put it in the category of product of the week on the online shop site with the code product of the week with spaces there. There's instructions on the category product of the week on the website. Until next Wednesday.
I will say,
until we do this again,
you know, a combination of the two yarns that we're putting up, if you mix them together, it makes the warmest fabric known to me.
Did you bring that? Oh, you did bring that over.
I did.
Ooh, suspense. Okay, we should get to it. So I was like, ooh, maybe we could do the notion first and keep you all in suspense. Now.
Well,
what?
We could do the notion first.
Oh,
why not?
I mean, you can half see what we're going to talk about, and she's waggling her little mini skirt. Shout out to Michelle. It's not a mini skirt.
It's not a mini skirt.
No. I put a comment on your comment yesterday. It's going to be a big wrap, like the one she's going to show off in a minute. Let's change things up and talk about notions. So had no idea what to do, and then I said, wait, what about row counters? But very specific row counters. Some of these are online and some of these are not.
They're clicky.
I will get all of them into product of the week, hopefully some point today. The clicky ones, the ones that you push the top and they advance. This is our knitter's pride, Clicky. Look,
Clicky!
It's smiling at you.
And it's called Clicky.
It's called Clicky. So these all click when you push the top button, but they function in different ways in terms of accessories, size, cuteness level. Some may appeal to you, some may not. But only the ones that click, not the ones you turn. Just the ones you click are the ones that are 15% off this week. So that one, I want to say, is our least expensive, and
it is Row Counter Clicky, a most convenient tool to count and track knitting rows. Comes with a push button and a lock-unlock mechanism. Can be worn around the neck for ease of use.
Yes, so that is the only one that you can wear around your neck so you don't lose it in that fashion. All of these have the clicker at the top that will advance the ones column, and automatically once you hit 9, advance the tens column. And they all have little turn things on the sides, so if your count gets off, you can adjust them to make your count right again. They might only turn in one direction, but the idea is that beginning or end of the row, whichever is your way of keeping track, you click and you have kept track. I always say, she got something to say, hang on. I always say, because we've got really expensive, the ring row counters, which are not on sale this week, are our most expensive. And I always say a row counter is, no matter how expensive or how like writing tick marks on a piece of paper, inexpensive, it's only as good as your ability to remember to use it. So there's no guarantee these will help you keep track.
Click, I forget to tick, I forget.
It's not like buy a row counter and you'll never lose your place again. If you use it, you may never lose your place again. You gotta remember to use it. Anyway, you were like, do you still have it?
Clicky is $6.25, regular price, 15% off this week.
Oh, before you put that one down. So again, like, can we do this?
Yeah.
His break might be on. Nope, okay. Yeah, so click the top and his little eyeballs change numbers. What I want to point out, not all of these have this. This does have the locking mechanism on the side. There's only a couple that have the locking mechanism.
We have 2.
We have this one and this one. Does this one have a locking?
No.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does?
We only have one that doesn't lock. I really like the locking because if you throw it in your bag or jostle it, it's not, if you lock it when you're not using it, it shouldn't advance and you suddenly end up on a weird row because it joggled around in your bag. So this one, again, $6.25, right? That one, the next one up, this is the only one that doesn't have the locking mechanism, but it is one of our best sellers because we've had it the longest, and you can sit it upright on the table.
It'll sit next to you and you just tap it. Yeah, We retail this one for $9.50. Are you having
Sorry,
fun?
I'm playing with this. That one's $9.50. That one's really great, I gotta say, because it just sits on the table. All right, I'm gonna stop playing with that.
We have two fancier versions. One, Rebecca has to get her cocoa nits. Ooh, she already has her cocoa nits out.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So, cocoa nits row counter
Mm-hmm.
has a metal back.
So you can keep it right on you. So instead of wearing it around your neck, if you have the cocoa nits one and you have a maker's keep or something else magnetic, this can work with our trapper keepers, our pattern keepers that have magnets on them too. So I can keep it right on my wrist, and this has the brake on. Again, there's a brake on it, so it's not advancing. If I turn the brake off, you can hear it clicking. And it still has, you can adjust on the sides if it goes wrong. The cocoa nits one has the spots where you can see the whole dial because, let's see, the fashionable cocoa nits, you can see the whole dial, but can you see how the numbers where it's keeping track are enlarged? It's got
This
a little
one
bit of a
enlarges
bubble,
too.
and that one enlarges too, so you can really read it well. When I hit 9, it advances the 10 side to go to 10, but then I can break it. So, and not break it as in destroy it, break it as in stop it from advancing. The cocoa nits comes in a cute little case.
$16.95.
$16.95 for this
discount.
guy. Before discount, yes.
Then we have the teal row counter.
Looks a lot like this one, but it's cute and teal.
And it does not have a magnet.
The Mindful collection, it's got, can I see for a second? It's got screws on it. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work.
It varies slightly. There's
Maybe
a little bit with the screws, but
it's not enough. This is a whole metal backing to the cocoa nits one. The Mindful collection, it has the same mandala type fun little picture on the front that all of the Mindful things from Knitter's Pride have, and the cute teal.
Comes in its little drawstring bag.
Mm-hmm.
$6.95.
$6.95 for that one. So we have a whole range. I think if we, it's actually the Knitter's Pride one. This is also Knitter's Pride, the one you wear around your neck. $6.95.
$6.95.
This one's $6.25. So why not just upgrade to the $6.95 for the cute teal? Doesn't have the thing you can wrap around your neck, but hey, it's cute. Drawstring bag. And then if we go through this guy, $9.50, sit it on the table. And then the deluxe version, if you want to accessorize with your cocoa nits, everything metal and magnet and yay. This one, $16.95. A lot of bells and whistles. I turned the brake on, so I can't turn the brake off. So I can. So they're all great for different reasons, and you can find the one that best suits you. And you can save 15% this week. Once I get them all in the category. Some of these are already up online, but they're not in the correct category to guarantee that your code will work. That will not happen until later today. Lately, I've been pretty good about, because we pick things that are half already up and I don't have to do as much work. By the time this video is loaded, it's very possible that I'll have already done all the back end work, so this will be ready. But like I said, check the online shop, click on the products of the week category, and see if this stuff that we're talking about right now is there. That's how you know the code's going to work. Because I also have to get them in the right category in the discount place. There's stuff I gotta do. It's a process. So, magic wand, it is not. But I feel like there was something else I was gonna say, and I've already forgotten.
Yeah.
Oh, if you just can't wait, and you're local, or if you want to call us, 828-877-3550. We can give you the product of the week discount here at the shop. You don't have to wait until you can do it online, but you got to just let us know.
Also, if we have everything done in the right amount of, like you've been getting
then
stuff
you don't have
up,
to wait. Yeah,
you don't have to wait. But if you watch the video and it's not there, you'll have like an hour and a half to call the shop.
The suspense is killing me. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do?
It really is like 6 of one, half a dozen the other. If you cannot wait like 2 minutes,
We Our schedule is light today for pre-scheduled things, so hopefully I can get it up. If you have to run by the shop because you love what you see, but you haven't made an appointment, it's cold outside,
Not
and
as
we
cold
will
as
make
yesterday.
you stay outside. So, yeah, sign up to
We
come
we
inside.
are pitiless for those that stay outside. Not really, but
Well,
you know.
because COVID. Anyway,
Well, it's COVID and it's cold, and dress appropriately if you're going to come stand on the patio.
we've had these protocols in place for a very long time, and it's very easy to sign up for an appointment. So, play by the rules, as we like to say. Okay, let's move on. So, the first thing we are going to talk about is because we got new colors in. Executive decision. We're talking about the mohair first. I gave it away. What shall I do?
What?
Not that anyone hasn't noticed this mountain of mohair in front of
Will you
us.
hand me the Lux?
Oh, we're gonna do both, by the way, because we got new colors. We got a new color of the sparkly stuff.
Ooh.
I'm wearing the sparkly. You can't see it, but if you see it in person, I sparkle all over the place in this sweater. It is wonderful. I've got the black, which actually you can see some sparkle in the black sparkly. Oh, look. See that? If you're paying attention and you have a nice enough quality device you're watching this on, I see sparkle.
I see sparkle.
This whole sweater, this is my calliope, was made holding a fingering weight.
That sparkled.
That sparkles too. Not on sale this week. And that's another one we need to get up at some point. Maybe next week. And a mohair that sparkles. The Lana Gatto Silk Mohair Luxe. And it's fluffy, it is drapey and flowy. I love it. It is so comfy.
It is 230 yards for 25 grams. Hand wash, blah, blah, blah. On a teeny tiny needle, blah, blah, blah.
Did we say the content, mohair and silk? And a little bit
I was looking for, it is not just mohair and silk. It is 78% mohair, 14% silk, 4% nylon, 4% polyester.
The nylon or the polyester in this one is what makes it sparkles. And this, what I'm holding, we did not bring out all the colors of all the different mohairs because, oh my gosh, we'd be here for 3 hours.
If we look for mohair, we have to go swimming in a big box.
Yeah, and it might eat me and not let me out again. Think like a ball pit, but full of mohair.
Yeah, it's deadly. It looks all soft and fluffy, and then it's quicksand.
It's right by the door, and people are like, ooh, and I'm like, no, you'll get sucked in.
It's so
so this is the new color. We have the sparkly mohair. We have about, I think now we have 10 colors maybe. This is teal, and it's almost showing up the right color on camera of what I'm looking at right now, but it's gorgeous. It's currently the only photograph online that is one we've taken here in the shop. The other ones are taken from the website, and I might rectify that today because they're okay. Like Lana Gatto's pictures, they're okay. They're not perfect. Not that mine will be perfect either. But oh my gosh, it's teal.
And we got black back in too.
This is the teal. Yes, we have more black because I used a bunch for my sweater.
We are retailing the Lana Gatto Silk Mohair Luxe for $15.95. Save 15%.
Regular price is $15.95. That means that you can save just over $1.50 on it. Not quite $2 on it. It's pretty nice. And these sparkles. If you like sparkles, oh my gosh, you should totally do this. The colors we pulled. Liz is ready to move on, but
I'm holding.
We got the teal.
I'm playing with it.
Some of my favorite colors of it, right? The black is up there. We have this, it's the wine color. We've got a burgundy. The mauve is my absolute favorite. I have a hat at home that I forgot to wear in today because, didn't want to mess up my hair, which is dumb. The mauve color is just gorgeous. There's like a pink and there's a navy and a white and one that's called tan, but I think that's the pink. We've got a lot of pretty colors. There's a light purple. Go check it out. Get some for yourself because it's gorgeous. All right, what's next?
Next, we have Bush Drizzle. It is 76% Super Kid mohair and 24% silk. You get 219 yards for 25 grams, so it's a little less.
Most mohair technically that's going to be thin like this, they'll classify it as a lace weight. is a silk core with the mohair in it that floofs off of it, and it's beautiful. We got new colors, and we've had a lovely pastel palette, and we've been working to get in some of the more primary colors and things like that.
They recommend a 5 to a 9 needle for the mohair, and I never really paid attention to that, but it makes sense because if you do it on a tight needle,
You won't get the fluff.
you won't get the fluff and
And
you
the
won't
warmth.
get the warmth. If you do it on a big drapey needle, like it sounds terribly weird, you get this wonderful, beautiful, lacy
I'll show you that in
halo,
a second.
and the
Really
warmth
lovely.
is, like I said, you
It's so warm.
add
you
it
think,
to another yarn and
you're like, oh, it's a thin yarn. No, and oh my gosh, don't get this as a thin yarn if you think that you will be cool in Florida in it.
I crocheted with something like this a long time ago, and I did a Q hook, which is, almost a quarter in diameter or whatever. And I just crocheted chains and linked them together, and it floated through the air like cobwebs, and it landed on my lap in the middle of summer, and I about died of heat exhaustion.
Like this, which is mohair and fingering weight yarn, is one of my warmer sweaters. It's not a thick sweater, but it's a really warm sweater. And the names of all of these are like, because drizzle, rain, it's all
This one's
atmospheric.
Dewdrop.
We got dewdrop. I'm gonna bring in the new ones in a second.
Moss is just moss.
Moss is moss. I mean, it's still earthy though. Rain cloud is one of the things I'm using for a project. I'll show you in just a second.
Red sky.
Red sky. These are the old colors. Plum frost.
New color.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's fine.
Rusty rain.
Both of the new colors we got have rain in the title, but they're very different colors. Go ahead and do the other new ones. Go ahead. I had both of them over here. It's fine. I was hogging them. You do it. You're holding it already.
It is royal rain.
So we didn't have, like, we had this pale blue and we have pale colors, but royal rain, oh my gosh, that is a shockingly wonderful, vibrant.
And it shows up on
Blue.
camera about the same as it does in real life.
And the
like,
rusty, we don't have an orange per se. We didn't really have, we have mud pie, which is like
It's a
pale
little
brown.
pale brown.
That is like burnt sienna gorgeousness. Some of the others we pulled out to show off. Aqua Frost is wonderful. Midnight Mist.
One of my favorites.
What do we got here? Lilac Mist. So a lot of them have rain in the title or mist in the title or, something. But yeah, these, oh my gosh, very happy. When we ordered these, we also ordered a color that we are down to like one skein of, which is beautiful. It's like as close to a charcoal gray. It was a stormy sky.
Stormy Sky. It's I
Um,
think what I used in this.
It's back ordered. So did you use stormy sky?
I
in
did.
that one?
I can see the.
Oh, so it's back ordered, and our system said we had 5, and I was like, no, we have 1 because some are at home. When I first opened the shop and wasn't good at keeping track of inventory, hang on, fixing this, and I don't think I'll ever finish this. Sugar Bush, who released Drizzle, also released a cardigan, a long like duster cardigan, holding a single strand of this. And I started to make it. I was all like, ooh, I'm going to do this. And I stalled out. But look, it's see-through. Hello. But
Like a goose.
but this would be like, feel that. It would actually be pretty warm to wear.
Oh yeah.
This was the back. It is a single strand on a size 10 needle. And I have at least, let's see, how much did we say? How many yards in one skein? It was like
219.
I want to say, let's see. Yeah, it started at the bottom. This whole thing, here's where I switched to a second skein. But all that stuff down there, almost one skein got me through the whole back of this thing. And I had finished one panel of the front. Let's see, did I switch? Nope, that's the... No, I'm just saying, I think the same skein that was the back of that was for the
top
front.
of the back.
Like,
Because
I don't see it
you
me starting.
switched.
I didn't
No, I
switch
know.
in this.
What I'm saying is you switched at the very top of that
Did I?
and then probably finished.
Well, I
yeah.
switched, up like here. So it also got me this front. And there's at least one more skein at home, which means there should maybe be a fourth one at home somewhere. Anyway, this we only have one skein of. Grab it while you can.
It's back ordered.
And it's back ordered. If we can get it in again, we will. We have neutrals. We have black and white and light gray. This is my light gray. I'm going to show you what's off camera in a second. The light gray, the rain cloud, is what I'm making my Eze 2 wrap out of. I'm holding, like the trend right now is to hold mohair with something else and make a sweater, make a shawl, yay. And people go, oh, holding two things together? I don't know about that. It's not hard. Take a look, see, I've got my 2 strands here. This wrap from Espace Tricot that I'm making, it's a rectangle. It's going to keep going and lengthening. I got to my first set of eyelets. I see it right against there, maybe. There's a set of eyelets down here, and I hit another set of eyelets for my morning meditation this morning. And this is going to keep going and make a long wrap. It's going to wrap around me. Yay! But here's the cool thing: is do you see how there is some tonal quality to this? Mm-hmm. That is the Mayu lace that I'm holding with it, which is not on sale this week, but really cool. Like.
And the gray, because she's using a light gray, it gives it a gray wash.
Mm-hmm. That will happen. It will change the color you're using in a really cool way.
Which?
It'll soften things. It'll vibrant things up. This is the other yarn.
This is my blanket.
We're going to show it a couple times today, probably. But where's mohair and no mohair? Like
mohair gets added in.
There's mohair in part of this and not in other parts.
This is no mohair. This is mohair.
Can you see how that is a little bit darker?
Yeah.
Than other way. Yeah. No mohair, bright mohair. It's changing color as it goes, but the mohair darkens it in a little bit. Did you use mohair for the rest of it?
I did mohair all the way through the end.
So warm.
I fold this in half, and I do not need a coat or a heavy sweater to go outside in 25, 30 degree weather. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
One skein by itself can get you a super cute, lightweight, drapey, slouchy hat.
Yes.
This is Plum Frost.
Yep. I think you had a little left over.
I might have, yeah. It's the pattern is Puddle Jumper Hat by Sugar Bush Yarns. And it might be a free pattern now. I've got that marked on the back here. I think they were paid patterns, and Sugar Bush might have made all their patterns free. So you should check it out. I want to say 2s and 4s, US 2s and 4s to knit this. And once you do the ribbing at the bottom, then it is just knit, 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 knit. And then the very top, you do need something so you can decrease at the very top. Let me see if I can get that. There's decreases right there, but nice ones. This is a wonderful hat. Lightweight, very warm, one skein. Only 25 grams of yarn, one skein. Look at that.
Mohair acts like down. The little hairs will grab air bubbles, and then your body heats those up, and you will die of heat exhaustion. Our last yarn.
Okay, I'll put that over towards me a little bit.
Is these wonderful little cakes.
Little? What?
They are 200 grams.
Most expensive yarn in the shop by skein.
Yeah.
Not by weight, by skein.
They are 800 meters. It is the equivalent of 2 fingering weight balls. So 437 yards times 2.
Times 2.
Lang Puno. It is 55% merino extra fine, 30% alpaca, and 15% silk.
Is a wonderful, yummy combo.
It's my favorite.
I have a green skein at home that I've been planning for a while now to make something since we first got it in, because there was like a one skein. What was it?
There was a one skein shawl.
There was a one skein shawl, and 2 skeins will get you like almost a sweater type, a whole top. I don't know if we have any of the little books that had patterns anymore. We might have had one, but
no, it got sold.
I thought I saw something recently, but I'll take Liz's word for it. Besides, we can't offer it to you guys because if we did have something, we have to hang on to it. But here's the cool thing is that most of these have, can you, from the distance, you can kind of see it. It's not so much a fade as it is 3 colors that kind of, you've worked with it more than I have.
It does have an overlap section where they kind of start modeling into each other, but it's not like, it's not a cold stop and a cold start. There is a little bit of overlap, but it's,
instead of like a gradual
it's not
shift,
as gradual as you would think.
right? So the Nessie shawl that I'm crocheting, the picture on the Nessie shawl, like by the pattern writer, has this gradual fade, which is beautiful. We don't really have anything in the shop that replicates that, and the Nessie shawl needs a lot more yarn than even one of these cakes. Oops. But
This is probably the best example.
I made this, and it's huge and long, and I got with this.
This is one skein.
This is crocheted. And look, it's hearts. I made it last February. Speaking of February and yumminess, see? So this is one skein. You can see the trend. There's 3 areas of color, right? You shifted that way a little bit. There's 3 areas of color, but there's a gentle kind of.
Yeah.
So this is how much one skein will get you in crochet. I have a little bit left for a sample I made, but this is pretty long, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, it's a good 6 feet at least.
So, and that's crochet. Crochet eats up more yarn. So imagine how far knitting with one of these will get you.
I'll show you. Well, actually, so one of these cakes is a half a mile worth of yarn. And last winter I decided, hey, I'm going to.
It's your mile shawl.
It's a mile shawl,
which she's making another one of now.
It started off with one pattern.
This
and
is this is like a few on my end. This is almost touching the ground.
Yeah.
So it's almost as tall as me over here, at least to my chin. And it's, you decided to make it kind of asymmetric. You had fun with it.
It was like the fisherman's. We'll find the pattern. I did more stitches than the pattern called for, and then.
She lost the will to knit.
Here, I lost the will to knit, and the rest is crocheted. But I did get some knit lace.
But here's the cool thing about this. This is a ball of the red. Unfortunately, I gotta say, we're out of the red. If you want the red color, you're going to have to call the shop and pre-order. I will be fine with people pre-ordering the red at the discount price if you contact the shop this week. Email or phone will work out the details, but you got to buy it this week at the discount price, and I'll order it and get it back in. I'll make sure they're still offering it first. But this is the dark red over here. Remember, there's gray mohair mixed in here.
And the dark teal starts over here.
And they go the opposite directions. Oh, the teal. We haven't even shown them the teal yet.
No.
But that's, dark to light of the red, dark over there to light of the teal. Really fun.
It's my blanket shawl. Fold it in half. Never be cold again.
If you're a regular watcher, you did see the teal yesterday because
Yes.
Liz is knitting with it right now. That's the dark end of the teal and the light end of the green.
So this is what the whole teal looks like.
And the teal is color number 74, right?
Yep.
I'm going to have to, in our system, they're only numbers right now. I'm going to have to give them names.
And
for the colors.
unfortunately, somewhere our only teal does not
teal
have
left.
a tag.
Trust us, if you buy it and we send it to you, we'll try to make a photocopy of the tag.
Yeah.
With the right info on it, because
We have orange.
the tags are nice material, but they are attached to the balls by the littlest itty bittiest tie that comes off really easily.
Yeah.
The orange is color number 59.
Then we have a pink. It's kind of a hot pink, and actually, I keep
pretty.
going.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Pink is color number 65.
All right.
Then we have a dark blue. Well, it's blue.
It's shades
It's
of blue.
got really
It's
nice dark
pretty.
blue, which I was thinking.
That's also very pretty. Look at those. What color is the blue? The
Blue is 88.
Okay.
We have
We have a warm gray.
a warm gray.
Lang makes a warm and a cool gray of this, and we only brought one in because it's a lot to bring this in. Most expensive yarn in the shop. What
I
color
want to
is
play
it?
with this too.
I don't-
It's 96.
96. We've had more people make like a top out of this. It's really nice.
We have browns. into that really
Nice,
pretty gold.
like mustardy fall
Yeah.
color, right? Mm-hmm. What color number is that?
15 is the green.
The classic green. I have one at home that I'll bring back in because I still haven't used it. But
I did the green in a Fall River.
Crocheted shawl. It was gorgeous.
The Fall River says a ball and a half
Of 100 grams.
of 100 grams. I used all but a yard because you can keep
expand.
going the repeat until you're done. And
It's really pretty.
I did it on an H hook, and this is fingering weight, and the yarn fluffs. It was fantastic. So
It makes for really, really cool items. Oh, we have purple.
we have purple, but
The purple is the one that mystifies me. Like when we bought it or when I brought it in, I was like, ooh, purple. I swear the purple only has 2 colors in it.
it does, because I was just looking. It's like it goes from dark.
Oh wait, can I see for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I want to say, I almost thought I saw hints of something else in here. The inside purple almost looks like it's a little bit like heathered. I mean, they're all a little heathered, but it looks like it's kind of light and dark purple at the same time. But it's more too. I don't know if they're equal amounts because it looks just like these guys. No, maybe the outside ring's a little bit thicker. Maybe it's, but full disclosure, the purple one we think, and it's color number 90, we think only has 2 colors in it. It's still really, really pretty. It's got like this pale lavendery color. It's not super pale, and then it's really, really rich purple.
Yeah.
So, I love the palette this provides. I'm gonna slide this over so you can kind of see some of them.
I decided after my red one I was going to do another mile worth of yarn. This is cast on like 100. I started with 120 and decided to expand. I have no idea how many stitches this is.
That's not a thing, Liz.
Not a thing. And I'm not going to count the stitches because I do not want to psych myself out with I've got to go across a row of whatever stitches. I measured it. I measured the bottom.
Like you stretched out the bottom to kind of.
Actually, I measured it in 6-inch increments. It's 40 something inches.
It might look like
wide.
It's little and cute on the needles, but there's a lot of stuff jammed. Like jamming it on the needles like that, don't assume that is the length you're going to get.
Yeah, about a third of it fits comfortably down a needle.
I've told people the story of the blanket I made that I thought was going to be 6 feet wide, and I jammed a bunch. I thought I did my math on like my gauge. I probably did it based on what the gauge should be for those needles. This is before I understood gauge. And I cast on the number of stitches that I thought would give me a 6 feet across, and I knit for 6 feet. And I ran out of these Karen pound things of yarn and was like, this is weird. Karen pound no dye lot yarn. Don't believe it. If you buy them like 2 years apart,
They're dye lot.
they will be different colors. But I finished it, and when I was casting it off, and it just kept expanding as it came off the needle because I had jammed so much. I think I broke a needle because of the weight.
Oh yeah.
That should have been an indication it might be more than 6 feet across. It was 12 feet.
So you had a 6 by 12.
Yes. My ex-husband and I used it as a sleeping bag type thing when we went camping because we could lay it out on the bed and have it come back up over us, and we both fit in it. And we are not small people, especially when we're not small people. So, yeah.
So
like
it looks jammed on.
when you put a bunch of stitches on a needle, don't assume that's the width you have.
And I did it. It's a 10.75 needle, so it's 7 millimeters worth of diameter. You can see through it
because it's light and airy, but
it's light and airy.
It's going to be warm. Like so this is another version or another, not the same, but she's taking what she did before and she's trying another one. And the thing is, you look at that and go, but the thing you just held up is huge and long. And it's like, but that's jammed on the needle.
This is jammed on, jammed on the needles. The other one I used 2 different size needles because the pattern called for that.
Right. Right. You were doing a thing like that.
Which in stockinette gives you this really, really cool look, and in garter, not so much. But I wasn't going for the cool look. I was going for the warmth. Like when people in Norway are making the project going, this is my favorite scarf ever. I was like, it's going to be warm. And it is. So This
Anyway,
one I haven't found. I haven't figured out if I'm putting mohair in it or not. I don't think I am. So it's just going to be.
There's more mohair for you all out in TV
Yeah.
land. So YouTube land, whatever.
Because I don't. I like the bright and vivid on this. So.
Mm-hmm. So to review, we have both the Drizzle Mohair and the Sparkly Mohair Luxe that are on sale this week. We have the Lang Puno, 800 meters of gorgeous yumminess that's alpaca and merino and silk. And we have all of our Clicky row counters. All the row counters you have to click the button at the top are all 15% off. Stock up now while you can.
Knit faster. Winter is coming.
If we run out of a color that you desperately want, you can buy it now at the discounted price, like that red. Again, I'm going to double check that I can still get it. The charcoal-y stuff, it's back ordered. I don't know when it's going to come in. So buy at your own caution. Call the shop at your own caution saying, I must have this. We will, we can run a purchase for you at the discounted price, but know that we don't know when this is coming back in. We don't know. So
we could get a box tomorrow. We could get a box in
5 months.
5 months.
Right now, I mean, you have those issues with production of yarn anyway. Like we'll order yarn on a regular, in olden days, I'd order yarn and some of it wouldn't come and say back ordered. Oh, it happens. There's just, they run out of stock and they only get it in at certain times. Just like we will only order from companies at certain times because you order more and you save, or you don't have to pay shipping, or, you know, that helps a business survive. Now we're in the middle of a pandemic. And yes, I know we're like a year in, but I'm still calling it the middle because we have not finished and kicked this sucker yet, which means like we just got word that some of our Peruvian mills, that our yarn companies, they're not our Peruvian mills, but mills used
If
by,
only we
if
had
only we had our own Peruvian mills to supply us with yarn. The mills that some of our yarn companies use in Peru might have to shut down because of COVID. And so it's really unpredictable. I wish we could say, well, these yarn companies are doing great and these yarn companies can't get anything. It is hit or miss. And so if we run out of something, there's no guarantee. It could come back in, like we said, next week or in 5 months.
And because mills are spread out all over the world, nobody, you know, it depends on where the hot spots are, what the government regulations are.
And switching production from one mill to another. Cascade is shifting some things from China to India for some of their yarns. Not all their yarns are made in either place. It takes a while. We've had yarn like the Heritage Silk Real Black, True Black, that we've been waiting on for a year.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
And we haven't seen anything like this past spring, like this spring at the beginning or summer at the middle.
Because
anyway,
it's been March for a year.
It's been March for a year. Somewhere in there.
Somewhere.
Australia has millions and millions and millions of sheep that have to get shorn, and they were having issues getting people to come shear sheep.
Because the shearers were from New Zealand.
Or in Europe. And
it was lockdown. Yeah. It was just.
So it's, there are issues with production for a lot of things.
I think we're very lucky that we've been able to keep as much yarn in the shop as we have. So, you know, yay. Okay, we should go. It's almost time to open the shop, and it's unpredictable what will happen at the shop today because we don't have a lot of appointments. That could mean
all show up outside.
That's one of the things it could mean. It could also mean we'll have time to get all the stuff done for y'all in YouTube land so you can buy stuff off the site. We just don't know. So stay tuned. Check the products of the week category to see if we were able to accomplish what we want to before we publish this. And tomorrow is Dear Becky and Lizzie, our Dear Abby-esque advice session. I don't know, words are failing me right now. I need to hydrate.
Oh, and it's our 100th episode.
Yes. I don't think we really have anything planned other than going, yay, 100 episodes. But isn't that weird?
We have a couple of poppers in the back.
Oh.
Not the big canning.
I was going to say that big
poppers.
one from last New Year's, like from over a year ago, we're still finding confetti from.
2 New Year's ago.
Is that 2?
this past New Year's and the New Year's before that.
Yeah, I mean from over a year ago, just over a year ago.
Yeah, that would be 2 years ago.
Why are we fighting about this?
I don't know.
We're saying the
It's so
same thing.
March.
We're saying the same thing. Anyway, it's been over a year and we're still finding confetti. So we'll see. We'll see. But you know, if we were a TV show, we'd be in syndication on Thursday, which means nothing to most people who don't know, who didn't grow up in like the 80s. Anyway, because syndication, everything streams now. Who cares?
Yeah.
We also are coming up on our 1-year anniversary of starting the sideshow. And we'll have more information about that later because I don't even know. Like it's in a week or two, and we'll check the dates and go yay on that day too. So, all right, we'll see you tomorrow. Right? Bye. Stay safe. Join us on Friday for knit night if you like. But
Yes.
a couple of nights off for us because we're tired. But we love you all and we miss you and we hope you're staying safe. And if you come to the shop, you're going to stay safe by staying outside or making an appointment and coming in with a mask. Yay. Bye.